up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Spark the Mic Show. We're your host, Herbs.
I'm the Ghost.
And right now, we're here with Mr. Lockee. Say what's up, man.
What it do? You already know what it is. West Coast Haitian boy represent for the coast and the culture. See?
All right, man. Without further ado, let's just dive on in.
Dive on
in. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I just want to just get to the meat, the bones of it. You know what I'm saying? Dive on. So, first tell us where you originate from. Let our viewers and us, you know, give us a lowdown on all of it.
I originate out of Watts, California, by way of the 818 San Fernando Valley. Came out there like 94. You know, the valley's been good to me, but the West Coast is my home. And my family, I got heritage out of Haiti, if y'all might know, Ayati. So that's why I say the West Coast Haitian boy represent for my coast and my culture. That being Haitians, that being on the West Coast, and the culture of hip hop.
Right on, man, right on. Yeah, Ghost, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about, he's from Haiti, he's like representing different cultures, man, you know, integrating everything.
Being from the West, man, and then you got the East Coast, can you give us like a little bit of the difference in your point of view?
Oh, it's cool that you said that, because some of my favorite artists are from the East Coast. Shout out to KRS One. I grew up listening. Big Daddy Kane is one of my all-time favorites. R&B and rock. So for me, in hip hop is no different. It's all about, as an artist, your wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Because you might hear some artists on the West Coast, especially on the West Coast, that got that East Coast type of vibe. You know, like the Backpackers are the more conscious mind rappers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got rappers on the East Coast that's got that real gangster, and you be like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? So I would say the difference is in your wordplay and in your delivery as an artist.
You think in your music you bring the streets to your music, right?
Yes,
people listen to your music.
Yeah,
it's all gritty, all streets, man.
Yeah, I got some street, and then I do try to mix it up. Like I got a song on one of my up and coming EPs that I just dropped called Me Versus Me, where I got a song that's called Close to You, and it dives into a more mellow, you know what I'm saying, love type of story and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have that type of stuff in when you're doing music. You can't just give them all just gangstered out and shit. You ain't a gangster 24/7.
Yeah, right.
Because we wouldn't have kids.
Right. Yeah, you want to have variety up in there. You know what I mean?
That part, for real.
That's good, man. So tonight, man, you know, tell us about tonight. Tonight was cool, by the way. We checked them out.
Yeah,
it was dope. You rocked it tonight.
Tonight was dope. Hussle Music, shout out to Hussle Music, shout out to the whole team over there. They always been big supportive of me, you know, booked me at a lot of the bigger events where name brand artists, like tonight we got RBO Posse and Mellow Man Ace here tonight, and I think next month we're gonna have BG Perico. So Hussle Music has always been good to me. Even the stuff is so entrenched with the culture. That's why when you came in, you see the graffiti, you see people, you know, dancing, they got the fighting. It's a culture thing, you know what I'm saying? Whether you black, brown, red, green, yellow, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Hip hop might seem like it's a black thing, but it's really for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's us that does it a lot, it's still for the culture.
Yeah, it's music culture in general. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Across the board. Yeah,
it brings people together.
That part. You said it goes right off the top. It brings us together. That's what it's all about. And the black and brown do run the town.
That's right. Yeah, man. Tell us, man. What's the latest thing that you've done recently, besides what you're doing tonight? Like
the latest thing I did is, like I said, is the Me Versus Me project that I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? No features. That's why it's called Me Versus Me. And then I do a lot of touring, a lot of festivals out of state, like in Florida, Texas.
Speak to about that, man. Some of those experiences, man.
Man, it's beautiful. I just recently did a tour last year with It's Gorgeous Music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Had big names like TSF, Sauce Walker, Sauce Will Winning, Kane, BWA. It's just another platform that helped inspire up and coming artists. And then other than that, I did another tour with Boss Man D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? in, you know, touring and festivals is what I'm doing right now, but I would like to get in some TV. So anybody out there that got some roles that you think would fit me, don't matter what it is, I'm adaptive. Let's work.
Okay. All right. Sounds cool. Where did you draw your inspiration from for your lyrics?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, from just the break dancer, like as you can see, I got the baggy pants, so with the Adidas with the fat laces. So I'm very entrenched with the whole hip hop culture, the art, the graffiti form of it. I used to be a tagger. I used to write. I used to break dance. I used to just write at a time when I was just hanging out with a lot of up and coming artists like the Loonies, JT the Bigger Figure, you know, the NWAs, just being a little rug rat, just being around them. You know what I'm saying? I always was writing stuff. I always was writing. I wasn't probably getting put on, but I was writing, you know. And who knows, they probably was snatching some of that shit out of my notebook, and now it's being heard all over the world. But that's where I get my inspiration from, is just because it's entrenched in me from the beginning. My mama was heavily into the church. She was into the choir, into pageants. I played drums. So, you know what I'm saying? That alone just made me to where my penmanship was always getting right. Because, you know, back in a little bit of my days, we freestyle, but that freestyle, if you put it on paper and then say it to a beat, it's something magnificent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, so you know, just inspiration comes from whatever I see. You know what I'm saying? I might write about, you know, Spark the Mic tonight. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, make that a title of a song. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the inspiration.
That's right. That's where inspiration comes from the freestyle. From true B-boys, you know that's
that part. For real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, as far as like lyrically artists that have inspired you like that, I know you talked about other things that inspired you. I'm talking about people that are out, and you're like, yeah, man, like, I really get that from him.
It's a lot of other than the hip hop that inspired me. Community change, stuff like that, because that gives you a story to tell or to write about. When you're seeing hardship or good ship, whatever it may be, I get inspired by, you know, just living life. You know what I'm saying? You know, love, hate, you know, happiness, sadness. You know what I'm saying? It's all an inspiration, man. Every day. Just get inspired and get motivated, though. Don't get inspired and get down. Get motivated.
Yeah, what do you think about that goes to? He's like saying get motivated, keep yourself going, you know.
Yeah, man. You brought up the fact that you want to be in television, right? Movies and stuff. So now I gotta ask you, if you bring that up, what's your favorite movie, man?
Oh man, y'all gonna love this one. The Warriors, man.
Oh,
the Warriors,
nice.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. That's a dope flick, man. That is,
Snake pissed his escape from New York.
Yep. Just bike back.
You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro.
That's right.
You know, I love that stuff that you know what I'm saying, we grew up to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites, The Warriors, man.
Okay, all right, let's take it a step further then. Now we're talking about movies. Soundtracks for movies that you like are like vibing with, like, you know what I mean?
It'll be Above the Rim. It'll be Above the Rim. It had a lot of dope tracks on there. I think that album was definitely off of Death Row, I believe. But that one definitely, because it had Pac. It had everybody from Death Row.
Rest in peace, Pac.
It had a lot of good people on there, and you know, Pac and one of my family members was always close. When he was before he started the Outlaws, he was gonna start a hip hop group called Dramacidal. Myself and my cousin Kato and Mental. That's why you hear him say rest in peace, Kato. Rest in peace, Mental. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna be part of that, and you know, that's one of, I love Pac, man. Shout out to Pac, boy. So his music is always gonna be a favorite of mine, and he did that soundtrack on Above the Rim, I believe, and he did a couple of other ones too on some movies. Juice. You know, that's a good soundtrack. That's a good one. And then just to take it a little farther, I liked it. the Bodyguard soundtrack with Whitney Houston.
Okay, yeah.
You got the gospel thing going in there.
Yeah, she
He was from gospel.
Yeah,
man.
she was.
She was. Yeah.
And
Rest
you
in
know,
peace, Whitney.
Rest in peace, Whitney.
Yeah.
And if you ever remember that soundtrack, she had, you know, if I, you know, that had people in tears. That one song, you know, that when
That
she,
vibrato that she got,
yes,
man,
it had people in tears for real. So I love that soundtrack. You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
was Dolly Parton's actually. It was her song
was
first.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, man.
Whitney
I didn't
took
even know that.
over and.
Didn't know
Oh, you know what? I think I did hear
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
Because
wow,
if you
yeah.
look, Dolly Parton also carries a tone like that too.
Yeah, she does.
That's a little bit of musical history for you all.
There
right
you go,
there,
man.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from
You get it
Sparkle
all.
Show.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
you feel me?
We're educating you on here.
All the time. Each one teach one.
That's right. That's right. So after the night, man, like, what else you doing? What else you coming out, like live shows and that?
Like I said, I'm trying to get into some TV, so I will be casting for some TV roles. Y'all might see me on Love Island. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be casting for that in a couple of months. You know, and then any up and coming like small roles I do just to get that resume, just to get them jitters. This acting is different from rapping.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's all entertainment, but it's definitely different. It's a whole different jitters you get. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember lines and you got to act in front of the camera. And a lot of times they don't want you to even focus on the camera. So, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta focus on the other actors that are in the movie.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be looking straight ahead. So, definitely want to get into that. I'm working with some up and coming artists, you know, as far as getting features and getting them. Because I'm not a manager, but I do an A&R type of management job with artists that's part of my crew, which is the Greyhound movement.
Oh, okay.
As y'all can
Okay.
see, the Greyhound. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I do
shout them out. You heard
Yeah.
that? The Greyhound.
So I do
movement.
some,
Spark the Mic show.
I do some stuff with them. You know, like up and coming artists that's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like even some of the guys y'all see me on stage with, you know, not started off with me, but I dust them off the cabinets or, you know, hype them up to get back in here and let's do this because, you know, the music game can sound distorted when it's not quality artists.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's keep some real in there, like some of these real podcasters and TV shows that ain't just sitting in the living room. Like y'all outside
That's
in
right.
the field.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm saying? y'all in
right.
the y'all in the
You know,
field.
Lockee, that's the way we wanted to do it from the very beginning, man.
Yeah.
We want to be out here in the streets because the streets is where it's at.
Right.
Exactly.
Look
real,
at it.
This is real life right here.
Yeah.
Real life right here, man.
That
We
part.
catch everything real.
What up, Manny? That's my boy. Hey, he got a dope ass dance, Manny. Come here right quick, Manny.
Come here, man.
Come here,
Come here,
man.
Manny. Check this dude out, man. He real popular,
Go,
man.
man. You're on
Manny
camera.
be
You're on
everywhere.
camera right now. You're on Spark the Mic show, man.
Spark the Mic, shout out to Spark the Mic, Manny G. You can follow me on Instagram, Manny G _562.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
man.
hey.
There it is, man. Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
No, thank you for
Hey,
being
man.
here.
Herbs, good to meet you, man.
Irv, nice to meet you, bro.
All right. Good people, man. That's why I love this stuff. That's why I like what y'all doing. Y'all outside with it. Y'all we ain't on no couch.
Yeah, getting back to that.
Anybody can come up from the streets right now,
Exactly.
man.
That
Anybody.
part.
Yeah.
And y'all do it different because y'all get some of the live performance, and you know what I'm saying. I can just tell when y'all put that together. Y'all TV show gonna look. It's gonna almost be like Revolt TV or the old school. Rap. What was it called?
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
You remember
Rap City,
with Ed Lover. Remember how they used to go out there?
Yep.
They used to go out on the.
Yep.
You see me? Sometimes they was inside, but they also went
outside too.
Yeah. We need that back, man.
Well, that's what we're doing, man. We got it back.
Right.
We're bringing it back.
Bring
You
it
know what
back,
I'm saying?
man.
I got one.
Shout out to y'all. Bring it back.
Go ahead, Ghost. Go ahead.
One more question, man, for the youngsters coming up, man. You know, and they want to get in the rap game. What advice can you give them, man? Like, what advice would you give them? Let's say they want to come to you, man. I want to start off in the business, man. I want to be big just like you, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say stay in school, but sometimes that doesn't always be the plan.
Yeah.
What I will say is educate yourself. Educate yourself with the Holy Spirit. Educate yourself with the books. Study culture. Study different people's way of life. You know, educate yourself. Read more. You know what I'm saying? And if you can graduate and get those accolades under your belt, that'll be perfect. Because what those accolades say, they say you achieved something, you accomplished something, you did something that some don't do. So I would say get you some accolades. So if that means staying in school, do that. And if you happen to fall short of school, continue to educate yourself. Continue to read. Right? Reading and writing is good.
Yeah, that's right there, man. That's
where it's at. Educating,
that
educating,
part,
man.
for real.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man. One last question before we wrap it up. As far as education, man, I think that everybody should get educated on some form or level or another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whether that be musically, scholastically, or just the school of hard knocks, everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Streets,
knowledge,
wisdom, all the time.
That's what. Hey, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
That's right. That's right.
Feel me?
All right. Why don't you shout yourself out, man? Wrap
Hey,
the floor, man.
y'all
Right
already
now.
know what it is, man. West Coast hate your boy. Represent for the coast and the culture, man. Shout out to Block Burner Hop, Money Over Everything for popping out with me tonight. Shout out to Spark the Mic TV show. Shout out to all my good people that popped out and showed love today at the show. Y'all know who he is. I love y'all to death. Shout out to Hussle Music for this good trophy and being good people, man. Zoe or no way. Zeke.
Whatever it is, man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Once again, Spark the Mic show. I'm Herbs,
I'm the ghost.
and we're right here with Mr. Lockee signing off.
It's the man.
And
right
as
there.
always, like I always say, much love, respect, and we're out. Peace.